Top 5 cryptids that turned out to be real. Number 5. Devil bird. The devil bird, or Olama, is a frightening horned bird of Sri Lankan folklore. This elusive creature is rarely seen, but is often heard in the form of its infamous, blood-curdling screams. Its cries are said to resemble a wailing woman and are perceived by locals as an omen of death. For centuries, the nocturnal cries of the devil bird were the only evidence of its existence. Western science wrote it off as mere superstition. Then, in 2001, the devil bird was identified as a new species of owl, the spot-bellied eagle owl, Bonipalensis. The largest of all Sri Lankan owls, the Bonipalensis matches the description of the Olama perfectly, down to its characteristic screeching tufted horns. Although some debate still remains as to the true identity of the devil bird, the spot-bellied eagle owl stands as the most compelling source of inspiration for this mysterious creature. Number 4. Xiphias. Medieval folklore, the Xiphias, or water owl, was a monstrous nautical creature said to attack ships in the northern seas. It possessed the body of a fish and the head of an owl, complete with massive eyes and a wedge-shaped beak. Xiphias, meaning sword-like in Latin, may refer to the beast's fin, which was said to pierce the hulls of ships like a sword. Today, the inspiration for the Xiphias is known as Cuvier's beaked whale, a widespread species of beaked whale. Also known as the goose-beaked whale, this creature is found as far north as the Shetland Islands and as south as Tierra del Fuego at the tip of South America. It is the only member of the genus Xiphias, which bears the name of its legendary identity. Some additionally attribute the inspiration of the Xiphias to the orca or the great white shark, based on some depictions of the beast as a predator to seals. Number 3. Bondage Zoo. The Bondage Zoo is a legendary, ancestral spirit of the Mani people in western Indonesia. Described as a tree-dwelling creature, the Bondage Zoo resembles a small man covered in black and white fur. It is said to be a tree climber, but often stands on the ground in a bipedal stance. In the 1980s, a photograph of the Bondage Zoo was sent to Australian research scientist Tim Flannery, who initially identified the creature as a young tree kangaroo. But in May 1994, Flannery conducted a wildlife survey of the area and discovered that the animal in the picture was new to science. The dingizo, as the creature is also known, is a forest-dwelling marsupial with bold coloration that spends most of its time on the ground. The dingizo remains a rare sight. The first real evidence of the creature was only skins, and to this day, no dingizo exists in captivity. Number 2. Platypus. When European naturalists first encountered this bizarre creature, they were understandably baffled. Accounts described it as a venomous, egg-laying mammal with a duckbill and beaver tail. Many prominent British scientists deemed it a hoax when presented with a sketch in Pelt, in 1798. Even when offered a corpse, scholars suspected that it was an elaborate, sewn-together fraud. Today, this bizarre but fascinating creature is known as the platypus, one of only 5 extant monotremes, egg-laying mammals. While formally recognized by science, it is no less unique today. This semi-aquatic creature, native to eastern Australia, swims with webbed feet, uses echolocation to hunt, and possesses an ankle spur that, in males, can deliver a powerful injection of venom. While non-lethal to humans, this venom is excruciatingly painful and is not responsive to most painkillers. Number 1. Sea serpent. For centuries, the sea serpent persisted as the most captivating cryptozoological mystery in the world. Sightings of these mysterious, and often frightening, creatures have occurred plentifully throughout history, even up until the early 20th century. From northern European waters to the eastern North American coast, tales of serpentine, aquatic beasts of colossal proportions dot the globe. Their descriptions vary, ranging from horse-headed creatures to massive snakes. Cryptozoologists speculate that various misidentified animals can account for sea serpent sightings. However, one elusive species is a particularly likely source for many of these accounts. The oarfish, or ribbonfish, is a massive, elongated fish found worldwide. It is the longest of all bony fish, the largest recorded being 17 meters in length. Oarfish typically dwell in the deep ocean, but are occasionally washed ashore in storms, and linger at the surface near death. A live oarfish was filmed for the first time in 2001, demonstrating its rarity and reclusive nature.